We were on the same softball team like my entire life, so like I had to be Ariel and she was Ariel.
So you're just like, I mean, I guess I'll just change my entire existence.
I guess so, but she was, and she was like super popular and like skinny and tall and blonde.
Oh,
was,
great.
Like,
so you had
really
no chance.
overweight.
I mean, but let's be honest, you're probably a long list of like a Me Too moment with
I'm
this
not
person.
the only person.
Yeah,
because
that's not.
Like, he was so casual.
If he was so casual.
Also, such a bad kisser. Such a bad, like everything was ruined.
Oh, I just want you
Never
to
meet your childhood crushes. Never meet your childhood crushes.
Name it, and then if it's a sucky story, I just won't tag the person, because sometimes I'll tag celebrities for the fun of it. Well, or maybe I'll just tag them because it's funny. But
yeah.
I won't.
You shouldn't.
Well, welcome to season 7, the final ride of Drivers Meg.
Yeah.
You guys, this is Ariel Kaplan.
Hi.
She's chilling. She's coming along for the ride. Thank you so much for joining today.
I'm happy to be here. Thank
I'm
you for having
freaking
me.
out a smidge about these earrings right now because they're moving. They're moving
like bugs.
It feels like it's just they're loud when they clip and click, and so it's I just
like
keep
bugs.
thinking like something's around. Yeah, I'm like something's around my head.
I don't wear danglies.
So Ariel just got in off the plane,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course, because like that's how we film in Los Angeles. She just gets right off the plane. She comes. She helps negate crisis situations in my life, and then she gets into the car, and we just go for a little drive.
I'm down. I'm down for it.
It's so much fun. How are you loving LA thus far?
I love it. This is my second time here.
And you didn't have, from what I've heard, you did not have a very great experience in the land of Lala the very first time you were here.
I did not.
Do you want to talk about like why it wasn't as rad as it is
Sure.
about to be? Because it's gonna be sick.
I had a good time. My friend that I was coming to visit, she wasn't having a great time in her life, so she kind of was just like supposed to show me around, and then she ended up being like, I can't do it. You're on your own.
So you were on your own in Los Angeles. Did you have a car?
No.
Oh, so yeah, you had the worst experience ever.
And I will just make it very brief because it's a thing. But anyway, she invited me to a dinner, and she was like, I have a surprise for you. Come out. And he was there. And I have
your childhood crush.
Yes. And I've been obsessed with him since I was like
at a Hollywood dinner.
Yeah, and it was like my favorite movie that he was in growing up. My parents and I used to quote it all the time. Like it's part of my identity.
God.
And so he was there, and then we like kind of hit it off, even though he's dumb as a pile of fucking rocks. And
wait, you hit it off with your childhood crush? This sounds like the beginning of one of the greatest pornos that ever
First time in fucking LA, and I was like, what happens? I guess like you meet like your fucking favorite celebrity.
I just like met Tom Hardy and we made out. Now we're in love.
This is what I heard happens in LA, and it's happening. Like it was perfect. We like everyone left. We were talking for like 6 hours. I was like in a fugue state, and then we like hung out a little bit. We went to another place because that closed, and they were over the car, and like we were hanging out, and we started making out. That was pretty cool.
Oh my god!
And then he whipped his dick out.
Wait, was it? This is it? Wait, you said
in the car.
Okay.
Just in the car when we were at a stoplight, and I did not, and I was like, please don't. And it was. I ran from the car. Is how the story ends.
You jumped out of the car. And you ran.
Wait.
Okay, we're gonna pause and go back. Okay, so your childhood crush, who is a celebrity, whips his dick out. You're in the car, so I'm guessing the dick was not appropriate.
It wasn't, because I was like,
it wasn't like
we're having conversation. Like, it wasn't like getting hot and heavy. It was very much out of like left field, where I was like, this is
so
really
it was just like if you and I were sitting here and I just like took my top off.
Yeah,
you'd be
we
like,
just
what?
kissed for like 15 seconds, and then like we got to the next light. He's like, well, I guess he like counted the lights as spaces. I don't know, because like the first light was kissing, second light was like,
this is wild.
This
is the most wild Drivers Meg story I ever heard in my life. And people have said some crazy shit. You're literally at the corner of like La Brea and Fountain, and he just whips his dick out and was like,
yeah, and I was like, oh, please put it away. I'm worried about you getting arrested.
So you just jumped out of the car?
I did. I demanded he pull over and let me out of the car, and he kept being like, come on, I'm so sorry, I won't do it again. I'm like,
you legit got me, like, that's an actual Me Too.
I did.
By your childhood crush. That is fucking traumatizing.
Yeah, and then
did you ever see him again? Did you ever talk to him again?
He called me a lot after that, because he's a very lonely person, which also...
Did he try and send you dick pics?
Yes, he did. Yeah, and he gave me like.
Did you save them? You have ammo.
No, I didn't.
Girl, you could have a house up in the hills that we are driving right now.
I know.
Like,
I know.
Blackmailed. That's right. I'm not below that.
I know. I thought about it, and then I was just like, you know what? You make me sad. This whole thing is. And then so like he'll be on the TV or in a movie, and it's still like our parents.
So he's
saying,
still a working actor.
Yeah.
Can I guess 3 names, and you can just.
It won't be any of them, and if you are right, I will get out of this car. It's just like
you'll jump out of the car like if I whip my dick out.
It's kind of my go-to.
Okay.
I just kind of stop and roll.
Okay, so was it Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
No.
So was it Devon Sawa?
No.
Okay. Was it Jaleel White, aka Urkel?
No.
Okay.
God, no.
I actually
you think
have
that's my childhood crush?
I had another person with a Driver's Meg story where Jaleel White was like a piece of shit to her, and she basically was like, Jaleel, don't try to play me, and I was like, yeah.
Good
So
for her.
if it would have been a double Jaleel White issue on Driver's Meg, I would have to reach out to his team and be like, does he want to come on the show and comment? How would you handle the situation with childhood crush now, like today, Ariel? From years ago when all this happened. Like if you were sitting in the car with him right now and you kind of had that make out and just like where you are at now in your life, if you just turn around and whip the dick out, how do you think you would handle it now? Do you think you would still jump out of the car?
You know what? I'm proud of what I did, you know, because a lot of people would have been like, oh, it's my, like I should touch that dick, right? Like,
no, there'd be a lot of girls that would have just gone for it because it was like, well,
and I was like, in the middle of explaining. I finally came clean after 6 hours of him being like, I don't think she knows I'm an actor. Like, I got to the point where, like, I hadn't told him how much he meant to me growing up for, like, hours and hours. And I was like, I gotta admit,
this is so tragic.
This movie was really important to me growing up. It's my parents and I favorite film. And then he was like, oh, so, like, I'm gonna whip my dick out now. Like, that was his cue. So,
he was trying to do the, like, you were a fucking groupie or something. Yeah. Like, this was almost famous.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, now you fucking do this. So I was in the middle of being like,
I would have punched it. I would have punched him in the dick.
I want to.
That's like, I think that's also, I mean, there's a lot of disappointing and horrific moments of this story and also humorous, but
funny to me.
I really was hoping that at least it would have been like a rad dick.
I would have, no, it wasn't, and he was a terrible kisser, and I would have been like, why are you fully erect? We made up for 5 seconds. Are you 13?
What a waste.
Why are you so aroused? Is this a thing? Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me today. This was hilarious.
Is this what you wanted?
This was the craziest Driver's Meg story, you guys. Ariel Kaplan, look her up. She's a comedian from Atlanta. She's hysterical. I can't, like, we need to wrap up this interview because you're going to tell me who this is. And
I'm sorry if I ruined your whole show.
No, you didn't. I just, like, I'm going to respect the fact that you don't want me to, like, say who it is. But, like, it's, like,
it's just not worth it.
The really petty side of me really wants to say who it is, but I won't do it. Ugh, you guys. All right. Till next time, then, guys. Final season. Fucking dick stories. All right, we're out. Bye, guys.
Bye.